What went away but was never replaced? My dad used to take me to a small, family-owned donut shop every Saturday morning. The owner was an older man who would always give me a free donut hole and ask how my week was. One day we went in and the shop was closed. There was a sign on the door that said, "Closed due to family emergency." We were worried about the owner, so we went to a different donut shop that day. The next week, we went back to the original shop and it was still closed. The sign was still there. This went on for a few weeks. Eventually, the sign was taken down and the shop was empty. We never found out what happened to the owner. Fast forward about 10 years. I was in college and working at a grocery store. One day, I was bagging groceries for a man who looked familiar. He was older and looked like he had been through a lot. He was wearing a hat with the logo of the donut shop on it. I asked him if he used to own the shop. He looked at me and said, "Yes, I did." I told him who I was and how much I loved going there with my dad. He smiled and said, "Those were the best days of my life." He told me that his wife had gotten sick and he had to close the shop to take care of her. She had passed away a few years ago and he was just trying to get by. I gave him a hug and told him how much he meant to me.